Hello and welcome back to another episode of Dead Cells. Last episode we may have gotten our socks rocked off by the incredible new difficulty of very hard mode, but this time around I foresee things being different because this is a different recording session and I've had, Cudgel 1, okay. I've had some time to strategize, and so my plan is, at least for now. What is the ability of this bow again? Inflicts critical hits if the target has 2 or more arrows stuck in its body. Shots pierce the first target. Oh, that's a nice little bonus. Oh, it's a plus. Nice. The plan is approach each individual encounter with enemies much more slowly. So instead of just rushing in all willy-nilly like... Oh, God. I should also be paying attention more. Instead of just rushing in all willy-nilly to situations... It's not really showing here yet so much. Oh, good lord. Got most of that health back. The plan is to fight each encounter more slowly. Strategize, like, how are we going to engage? Can we get a good way to come into the fight to start it? Can we make a plan to how we actually intend to whoop on an enemy's face hole? These are the plans. Instead of just, like, rushing through as quickly as I can. Like, I know that was not a great example, but the concept is there, even if the execution is slightly lacking, I will admit. Oh, I thought that would kill him. That was really bad. Okay, this is not the run to prove my thesis. I will admit that. Let's go and heal once. Hopefully that's all we'll need to do. Maybe the arrow will be our savior. Maybe the strategy is not working. It's a lot harder to be slow and methodical when you have enemies shooting laser beams through walls at you, as it turns out. I know it's a very surprising concept, but it turns out to be true. Maybe it just means I'm bad. I don't know. It's possible. I will not take this ice bow. My quick bow is actually one of the only reasons that we're doing as well as we are. This quick bow is pretty impressive. The piercing, pretty huge. In fact, upgrading a purple here in order to increase its damage, probably a wise decision. That could have saved us some health earlier. Now, early we have a choice here. We have a double crossbow-o-matic 3+. That's pretty incredible for the first floor. And a wolf trap. Can I afford them both? I can. I think I can. I cannot, but we will come back for that wolf trap. This will be a great combo to trap enemies and then let the crossbow-o-matic finish them off for me while I remain safely hidden away like a coward child thing. Ideally, we will get the money quickly, though, because I don't really want to have to backtrack too far to get there. I guess there'll probably be a warp point relatively close, but, you know. It would be nice to also have the ability sooner rather than later. Oh, boy. Stop it. This bow is actually doing some incredible work. Wow. We almost have the money that we need. Yeah, this bow is amazing. The amount of ammo it has, too, is really good. I have not run out once, surprisingly enough. There we go. The crowbar also doing surprisingly good work for us. We now have enough money. Next teleporter we find, we're going to warp back there and grab the wolf trap. That is definitely on my list. Just keep shooting them. I mean, I guess I can still throw out the crossbow-o-matic at this point. I'm just not for some reason. There we go. Oh, I thought I got there in time. Get the health back. Well, we got some of it back. About halfway down right now. We found the entrance to the toxic sewers. Interesting. Let's go back and buy. The wolf trap is going to greatly increase our efficacy of using the crossbow-o-matic. But yeah, the plan overall, at least, was supposed to be go in with more strategy and intelligence and less reckless abandon like I was on the previous episode. And in fairness to myself, I was pretty stoked out of my mind for the amazing victory against the Hand of the King there. I was like very psyched up and admittedly maybe a little overly energetic, a little overly excited to the point where I wasn't thinking or strategizing particularly impressively. I hate these ducks. I hate you, Launchpad. Die, Launchpad. Die. Nobody likes you, even if you were great as Baloo. I mean, you were great as Launchpad in, not Baloo. Baloo is, of course, a different show. Launchpad was wonderful in Darkwing Duck. I should probably clarify a little bit more efficiently next time. These are the things that keep you coming back for more Ranger-rific content. Probably not, but you know what? I'm going to tell myself that because it makes me feel just a little bit better about all the mistakes I make. Up here to the right, it looks like there's something of interest. God, our health situation is pure, but I don't really want to use another heal if I don't have to, because there's going to be very limited actual healing available to us. Someone's groaning on the other side. Let's knock on the door. No answer. Let's kick on the door. Get out of here, you freak. Leave me alone. They threw me a drumstick. Thank you very much. It just goes to show you, folks. Excessive harassment will get you chicken. And, if that's not enough of a reason to harass somebody, then you're a better man than I. Or woman. You're a better man or woman than I. Next, though, or you are a better person. There we go. Let's not talk myself into any more of a corner. That was already one with all walls and ceiling and nowhere for me to escape to. Oh, God, the firebrands. You know it's on my mind. Like, especially with the wolf trap potentiality here. Does this mean I get rid of the crowbar, though? That seems extremely dangerous. But you know what? Dangerous times call for dangerous situations. That's not how that saying goes, but we're going to say that that's how that saying goes. We're going to use the firebrands in conjunction with the bow and arrow to use damage over time and crits to kill everything. And you know what? It almost seems like it might just be working. I don't like this situation. That actually went amazingly well. Yeah, that worked out really well. I mean, it was dangerous, but we made it work, and as a result, I don't feel any need to go buy that item. Here's the Promenade of the Condemned. That's probably the path we'll be taking, and that is the last area to see. Yeah, let's go to the Promenade of the Condemned. At this point, we need to go the way that's less intensely challenging, just because I'm still getting my skills up on this harder difficulty. Just taking a sip of my tea beverage. For me, tea is unsweetened. The only type of tea I generally care for is unsweetened tea. So, if you're curious what type of tea I'm drinking a Pure Leaf at the moment. No offense to Pure Leaf, but it is not my favorite type of tea. I'm going to keep working on Boomerang here. I think that's a good investment. But, yeah, I'm not a huge fan, actually, of Pure Leaf. I don't know. The flavor just isn't there for me. I'm kind of a tea snob, tea aficionado. Like, I'm very particular about my teas. And, yeah, Pure Leaf is not particularly my favorite. But, I mean, I'm sure it's fine. There's a lot of people probably really like it. It's just not my particular cup of tea, if you will. Ha ha! Anyway, tea puns aside. Hold on. I thought I saw something there. I don't think I've ever... Oh my gosh! Has this always been here? Assassin's Dagger? I've never looked around behind me when I exited that area, have I? Is there something up here? Oh my god, there is. What is this? The toenail clippers. No, the Ripper. Amazing. Wow. I cannot believe I've never decided to look around and see if there was something back behind me. I was half expecting it to be the gardener's key, to be totally honest with you. Yeah, you need to die. You're obnoxious. Where's this dude? Yeah, you come over here. Come over here to where my traps and my dangerous things are. Hey, that worked out nicely. Okay, he's got a shield. Where's this shield boy at? There it is. Nice. No more shield for you. Ow! Oh my... Why? Oh lord. We're in trouble. We just got out of some serious trouble. We have to use a heal. We're using up heals way too fast. It's gonna come back to bite us, almost certainly. I hate to say it, but the quick bow also, the damage is getting a little bit unimpressive for what we're dealing with here. Oh, boy. All right. Let's be a little more careful. Let's focus a little bit harder. Take a little less time talking about superfluous things that are not relevant to the current situation. And see if we can't muster our way through this very delicate... Good God. I mean, you can't write this stuff. You can't write it. It just happens, man. Well, things are off to a bit of a rocky start here, obviously. That doesn't mean we're not going to come back and be totally fine. Nope, doesn't mean that at all. We can still do this. We're a little low on heals, admittedly. But you know what? So was Ferdinand Magellan while he was crossing the various oceans and seas that he did in order to circumnavigate the globe. So, really, I mean, if Magellan could have an excuse, then why can't I? Just keep stacking on. There we go. All right, we killed the elite at least. Got a little damage reduction here. That's going to be very nice. They've got a shield boy. Kill the shield boy. That will help out immensely. And let's go ahead and kill this little jabroni. You know what? You get the treatment, sir. You get all of the treatment. Take no chances. Now, I did see an area we can go down here. Scroll of power. It's about time we got one in this area. That should be very helpful. Purple is going to keep doing real work for us. We're going to definitely be boosting purple on this particular run with the items we have now. Item chest. Please don't be trapped. It is not. We have a Crusher. We want Crusher 3. Crusher 3 plus Wolf Trap also makes sense. However, so does Crossbow-O-Matic. I don't see any reason particularly to switch to the Crusher there. The bonuses on it were not particularly relevant to what we have. Perhaps if it synergized better with something, then I may have considered it. But as it stands now, it was just not the right choice. All right, we have a Vorpan. We have another Wolf Trap. It's a Wolf Trap 2 as opposed to our current Wolf Trap 3. I believe we will keep what we have. I like what I have. I know the Vorpan could be okay, but in this case, I still feel like the Firebrands are doing more work for us just because they synergize so well with the Wolf Trap. Ow. I thought I would not do that. Turns out I did that. No, like this. There we go. Whoa! Whoa. I don't like this. I don't like this anymore. Get trapped! Thank you. I don't want to use my last heal. I'm going to use my last heal just to help keep us alive! We're fine. Just help keep us alive. Oh my god. This is definitely what I would consider a problem. We are now out of healing juice. Oh boy. However, the next the next area is the Stilt Village, isn't it? No, the next area is the Ramparts. If we can get to the Concierge, it's definitely feasible that I could beat him without getting hit. I'm not saying it's super likely, but there is a realistic chance that we could make that happen. I mean, that's still an entire area away after this one, but I'm just saying, if we can be careful through the Ramparts, it's possible that we can actually make it to where there could be some healing flask for us, because at this point, having used up all of our heals, it's a problem. It's a sincere problem. I'm going to keep what I have. The shop does not interest me. And we will continue on our way. Now, I have once or twice before seen a shop where the item offered was a health flask. If we can find one that sells that, that would be really huge, and we'll keep an eye out for that. Admittedly, that would be probably very unlikely to have happen, but if it did, it could help turn this run back around in the direction that we want it to go. I'm not saying it's over and admitting defeat. I'm just saying without any heals, I've really got to play on point here to make this work. You see that little rose? Oh! Hey. What the? Aha! I saw a rose and I smashed it and I got the... Oh my gosh. Well, even if we do die, as long as we can get that blueprint that we've never been able to get before, thanks to having the third Gardener's Key, we will have... Oh, get away. We will have accomplished something really valuable. That's really exciting. I can't believe I never noticed that before. Going a little bit slower maybe is paying off, huh? There we go. I just Spider-Man to the side of that wall till he died. It actually worked out very well. Yeah, you're gonna burn to death, so leave me alone, sir. Now we just have to find the... We have all three! We actually have all three. Okay, we just gotta go back. Once we, Get over here. Once we, get a warp point, we can head back and, good stuff. And go ahead and get the blueprint that we've never been able to get. This is so exciting. We finally found it. Ooh, Mushroom Boy. That's only Mushroom Boy 2, though. Generates a shield when used. I mean, it sounds interesting, but not interesting enough for what we're doing here. Our current combo of Wolf Trap and Crossbow-matic 3+, I think is going to serve us much more handily. All right, let's go back and do this. Well, if we can get through this area, which I believe we can, we'll have unlocked 3 brand... Oh, it's a powerful grenade this time. That's kind of nice. I'm not going to get it, but it's nice. 3 new blueprints. The explosive crossbow. That sounds amazing, and I want it. There you go. We did it. We finally figured out the secret of the Promenade's Rose Garden Key, or whatever they are. Gardener's Keys. Oh. Now we just have to get out of here alive. And that is a very scary prospect. Although we could be making it actually pretty far by now. We could be getting close. Let's see what's down here. Another power scroll here. I cannot complain about that. I will take another purple. We're going to hold off on that 70% HP bonus one until we're a little bit higher on HP. Hopefully it'll have more effect. I still haven't done the math to figure out if it's more efficient to wait. Like, I'm sure it's very simple if I just think about it for more than 10 seconds, but that's really asking too much of me at this point. That's asking an extreme amount. There we go. Necromancy is going to be helping a lot coming up here, too, very soon. We've gotten 30 enemies in a row without getting hit. That's a good sign. This, though, is looking real tricky. Whoa. That was scary. Okay, that's a bit better. We cleared out a few of them. Yeah, let's draw more of them away from their shield. And now we can take the shield out, thank goodness. Yeah, just kill the shield. Wonderful. For it. Good stuff. I think we cleared the area. For a shop that gives us absolutely nothing. Well, that's okay. At least we got to explore it. Back up. I believe, right? Oh, no, it took us back to the door, of course. I don't know why that still confuses me from time to time. When it warps me back to the door, I forget that it warps me all the way, and I'm like, wait a minute, now what? I'm confused. Yeah, just let our skills do some of the work here. Nice. Yeah, this crossbow, or this bow that I have here, the quick bow. Quick bow? Yeah, quick bow. Even though it's only level... hello? Even though it's only level 1, it's so good. So helpful. I mean, I guess that's a nice little bonus. Better than not getting it. Would have been nice if it led to some health or something, but you know. I shouldn't complain too much, considering the difficulty of the current situation. The morass of the banished has been found. We will not be going that way because I am not suicidal at this point. Might take a little longer for me to be fully suicidal. Didn't really expect more enemies to be right here, but that's fine. Maybe we can get up to 60 without getting hit. You never know. Could happen. I'm not going to say it's likely. I'm saying technically, I guess it's not impossible. Or maybe it is impossible, right? The number of enemies remaining on the floor will determine whether or not it is literally impossible. So at this point, it could be literally impossible for me to do. And I'm just living a disgusting pipe dream of a fool. Okay. Those little dudes do not like fire, and I love that about them. Boop, boop. Yeah, you are extremely done, sir. The only thing that would be nicer is if this bow applied a status effect like bleed or poison on an enemy when it hit them. That would be huge. More purple seems like a good idea at this point, seeing as we are running almost exclusively purple items. Seems to make sense to do. Climb up here. There we go. I don't know why I have such a hard time doing that. I should not. Alright, their shields are now down. I just have to not get hit. Let's lure this one down with me. It worked. That's 60! We got it. We're going to have another extra door to open, I think. That's amazing. We actually got to 60. I mean, then we got hit, but we got to 60 nonetheless. Hopefully we get something good inside the room that we'll have been unlocking. There's an unfortunate bit of damage there, admittedly. Got Explorer's Instinct. You know what? You know what? You've made your point. A drumstick! Life is good and worth living again. We're back up to almost full HP. We are making progress this run. We are in a way better place than I was last time when I tried this. Hey, you will not defeat me? I have too much to live for now? 2 cells from that one dude. That's quite nice. A door we can go in. Lovely. How did we get that guy trapped in midair? That was actually remarkable. Oh, I ran into that like a moron. Well, we got a fair amount of the health back at least. There's 5 cells. That's something. I wouldn't say that door was particularly good for us, but I mean, got a few cells, I suppose. Our health is still in a little bit of a tricky spot here. But, oh, why am I bad? These are the questions that you must ask me. They're tough ones to answer because that's a lot of enemies still remaining. Oh, God. We have to make it to the end here. We've got too much to live for. Why did it have to be platforming, though? Why a platforming sequence? Ah! I don't want platforming right now, please. The game knows my true weakness. It's attempted to exploit it against me. Okay. As long as he's shooting at the wrong thing, then that's less damage for me. Okay. Okay. Good. Alright, I think we're relatively safe now. No, I'm not going back that way. I don't know why I did not want to throw out my crossbow-o-matic there that I really wanted to have it throw out. Good, good, good. Let's not forget, too, I'm running kind of a novel build here. I've only done a ranged-only run one time before. I just want to give myself more excuses so that when I die, I don't feel as responsible for my own death. I don't feel like it'll be my fault if I die. I have some sweet excuses that I can levy. Alright, let's be careful here. Did we clear them all out? Alright, looks like we cleared out all the enemies, amazingly enough. Very surprising, but very pleasing to me as well. Alright, yeah, we're going straight up. Let's do it! Are there any secret areas? There may be a secret. We're gonna go check for it just to make sure. Not that way. Let's see if there's anything down here. There is not, but you know, I mean, may as well check, right? One day I'm also gonna have to check to see if you can get smashed by this thing. I really don't know, but it seems like it could be possible. It certainly seems possible, even if I don't know for sure. I don't know totally. All right, there's our 60 door. Oh, that's so good. Look at that. Money, 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 money. Hopefully something a little bit more impressive too. We could switch over a weapon. We have a Jody Army +7. We have the Electric Whip +7. And it does bonus damage to burning targets. This would be replacing then my quick bow. The quick bow may be running out of juice, actually. The damage on it is still decent, but I think the electric whip is probably where we want to be now. So let's go ahead and take that. I think that's the call here, and the firebrands, because the electric whip gets bonus damage to burning enemies. Bow, quick bow, you did some amazing work for us. 20 cells. Good stuff. But now it is time to turn the reins over to a new weapon and see how that goes. Let's see here. The Assassin's Dagger sounds awesome. Ripper. Hand-to-hand attacks cause 3 arrows stuck in the enemy to fall out, each one dealing 220 damage. Interesting. What else did we get? We got the Ripper. Oh, the Boomerang, of course. We know that one already. Explosive Crossbow. Bolts explode in the area of effect. Any enemy hit by a bolt suffers a critical wound. I mean, it sounds wonderful. I'm kind of tempted to work on that now. And the Assassin's Dagger. Inflicts a critical hit when you stab the enemy in the back. Could also be good. Right now, though, let's go ahead and work towards the Explosive Crossbow. And then on a subsequent run or area, we can decide between maybe wanting to upgrade our ranged weapon. That seems like a decent idea. We have our Reforging I'm going to save on. However, now we get something that we've been needing, which is Necromancy. We now have passive healing ability. Wow, there's no heal here? I really guess there would have been a heal here, but it turns out no. We're now going to have to make it through the ramparts, taking basically no damage. As we walk through, I'm going to take a quick sip of my drink. Alright, well, I'm not going to say it'll be easy, but it is not impossible. Now, it depends on what type of new enemies they may have added to the area, because so far, new enemies and enemies that are, were not in the hello. I accidentally discovered a secret zone when I thought I was going to fall to my death. I'm not going to take them, probably. The whip does damage bonus to burning, yeah, so I think we want to keep our firebrands for now. If these had piercing, I might actually consider them. But, what was it? Oh, yes, sometimes the areas are adding enemies that were in later areas previously, but now they're in this area. So that's worth noting, that there could be enemies that aren't necessarily new, but are not ones that would previously have inhabited this place. Something to keep an eye out for. Nonetheless, so far our firebrand and whip technique seems to be working wonderfully. The goal here, maybe even make it through the entire area without getting hit once. Then I look down at somewhere like that, and I begin to question my own sanity on recommending that something like that could even be possible. Just keep swinging. Oh my god. Hey, look at that! We survived it. Didn't get hit, and we got a kebab. Life is too good. I'm waiting for my skills to recharge before we go down here. That guy needs a wolf trap. He just is dying for a wolf trap, I can tell. Hopefully. He destroyed my trap there. That's actually pretty impressive. But he is now deceased. Alright, good stuff. As long as we're careful, we can make this work. Very good. Come down here. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, we made it through this little area without being hurt, it looks like. We're getting better. If anything, very hard mode here is going to teach me to be a lot better at dodging, I think. Like, that's pretty clear at this point. If I want a chance, I better be good at dodging. Death Orb, definitely interesting. I'm beginning to wonder, because the enemies seem to be destroying my double crossbow-o-matic more quickly than I would like after they get trapped in the wolf trap. They could not destroy a Death Orb, though, if it's floating on top of their face. Is it better, then, to use this one? Oh, boy, that's a tough call. We're definitely keeping the wolf trap, but do we want to switch to the Death Orb? I think we do. The cooldown on it, though, is even longer than the crossbow-o-matic, which is scary. No, we don't. You know why? I'll tell you why right now. The crossbow-o-matic, while it does have the chance of getting destroyed by enemy attacks, also provides another target for the enemy to go after instead of me. So even if they are not trapped, they might prefer to attack the crossbow-o-matic as opposed to my face, which is highly preferable, believe it or not. Like there, admittedly, he destroyed it, but also he did not focus on me at all. And that's how I like it. There's 30 enemies killed without getting hurt. It's not too bad. We're getting better. We're getting better, guys. Ha ha! Just don't let the cockiness go to my head, though. We are getting better, but at the same time, that doesn't mean, therefore, we are invincible. It just means we're less bad than we used to be. Which, while great, does not mean, therefore, everything's going to be just hunky and Dory. My two favorite characters from Finding Nemo. Good. Though the shooting laser guys are the ones that I'm probably most afraid of getting hit by, the priest-looking dudes. I think it might be time to go ahead and start doing green. The HP bonus is nice, but also just the fact that it's going to start boosting necromancy is going to be really valuable for us. Getting that bonus heal off of necromancy, the extra even just 0.02%, it will add up over time. It'll take a long time, but it will start adding up. And of course, no, you jerk. Well, there's our first hit. Overall, though, it could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. Let's not get too discouraged here. Let's let this dude get killed. Oh boy, that's a scary looking room, isn't it? Okay. Let's be patient. Let's be patient. That should be enough to kill everything. Well, almost everything. It's really unfortunate. This means we're unlikely, or less likely now, to get the bonus room with the 60. What all bonuses does it give exactly? I'm not 100% sure, but we are now less likely to find out, too. It's not impossible. If we get through the rest of it without getting hit, we will get it. But, that was definitely not preferable. Let's go ahead and take another green. Try and keep boosting up our ability to get health back. It's incredibly important. Just get away. Just get away. Those guys are a little bit scary. You don't realize how far out their little AoE attack actually goes. It's kind of horrifying. Oh, wow. So did his, huh? His went out of ways. Okay, that could have gone way better. The Blood Shield 4L. I mean, it's a nice idea, but right now I cannot afford to be practicing my parries. The game is way too hard. Our health is in a tough place right now. How did you hit me of all things? Oh, boy. Let's let him burn to death. Alright, oh my. Oh, Lord. It is unbelievable. We actually ran into the healing guy. We didn't get a health flask back. But if we have 23,000 by the end of this floor, you had better believe we're going to be going back and paying that dude for a health flask. That is an amazing find. I actually talked about maybe getting lucky and finding one of those guys earlier in the run, and it actually happened. That's amazing. All right, well, we're back in this now, where it previously looked like we were basically dead. We now actually have a chance, and that is both wonderful and surprising. Both very positive words, I would say. Throw fireballs on this dude's head until he dies, I'm thinking. And it worked, as one might expect it to. We're going to keep increasing. We now recover 0.25% of our max health every single kill. Which is... No, I got stuck on the wall when I didn't want to be. Oh, and the situation has just gotten far more harrowing than it was. Far, far, far more harrowing. Ooh! Ha ha! I'm curious exactly how much we're healing. If we're healing 0.25%, 0.25% of 1,800. That's going to be about, what, 4 HP per time? 4 HP per kill? Not a lot. Some. My math may be a little off there, but I'm just doing quick math in my head while playing an incredibly difficult game, so cut me a little slack on it. We're definitely going to grab this. I'm almost thinking of getting, I don't know, another green. I mean, it only increases it by 0.1%, but at this point, anything is better than nothing, and I'm kind of feeling a little bit scared and desperate. Okay. You jerk. How did you get me with that? That's ridiculous. So much for our 60 kills. That's pretty much impossible at this point, I would say. But, you know, right now, probably what I should focus on most, instead of that arbitrary little, oh my god, that little bonus, is just surviving. Again, you underestimate how far out those dudes' stupid little cauldron AoE attack goes. Like, it's ridiculous, the range on it's insane. Alright, at least we killed them. You are scary, but you are at least one. Good. The electric whip. Really good at giving you that, the range to deal with enemies, because it will actually aim upwards for you, which is super lovely and extremely valuable. These things must travel further than they used to. I don't remember it going that far before. That makes these dudes actually one of the most dangerous in the area now. Like, they are legit scary. Okay, there we go. Did I miss anything down that way? It looks like everything. Yeah, those dudes are terrifying now, when they didn't used to be quite so bad. How do I get in there? I really wish to have that. It requires a key to get into, though. Okay, well, we're in, but what key does this require? Oh, I can bring a gardener's key in here. And that's probably the one that will allow me to get into that room that we discovered back in the palace on the last stream where we got there. Infantry grenade. Now is not the time for you, my friend. Thank you for your willingness to participate in this campaign, but you shall be sidelined to doing desk work for now. Because we are, we're rocking the items we want to rock, I think. One could argue that perhaps I should try to find some better items, considering the, shall we say, deleterious situation that we find ourselves in, health-wise. Maybe these aren't as strong as I thought they were, and they're not doing as much work as I need them to. However, I feel like, if anything, it's my own personal mistakes that are causing this to have problems, not the items. I feel like the items are legitimately, if anything, almost kind of carrying me through some harder combat moments. Alright, now go for this guy. Oh, okay, okay. Good? Good. We are good. Okay, next area. Explorer's Instinct. We're basically through. We can go down for that Scroll of Power. We're just about out of enemies, amazingly enough. Just a few more, and we are in the clear. There's the Scroll of Power that we want. How? Did these things get more HP than they previously had? I feel like they did. It's ridiculous. Oh boy, we need more healing recovery from kills. We need it. Like, it's not a want at this point. If we have any chance here, it's gonna be because of necromancy. Okay, he did survive it, with actually quite a bit of his HP remaining, which scares me. Oh, that was... I don't like this place anymore. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You can't make me stay here. Okay. No, that was a wall! Oh, we have the one thing to revive. That's good, that's good. I didn't realize that was a wall there, though. That's so bad. That's so bad. Nope. Okay, we did use our revive, but we are alive at least. I once again had forgotten I had that. Oh my god. Yeah, there was actually no value to going down in here, hilariously enough. Oh boy. Well, we did it. I probably should not have, but, you know, hindsight, whatever. Admittedly, not my best performance. Is this an elite, I bet? Yeah, here's the dude who got one hit to the head. I do recall this particular encounter. Let's see what the equipment has. Supply of bows and arrows. Another electric whip. Is it better than my current one? God, no. It's definitely worse. Just gonna let that take care of this dude for us. I don't know why there's one single enemy over here. I figured maybe it'd be an elite or something. It was not. It was not to be an elite, just a single basic enemy. Anything up here? No. Alrighty. Well, we're out of here at this point. That should be it. Right? Yeah, it looks like it. I'll check up just to make sure there's not something of interest. There is not. Is there anything over? Nope. Just our exit. Well, we made it to the concierge fight. We'll go ahead and try it here. I know the episode's run a bit long, but I kind of want to see if we can beat the concierge and breathe some life back into the run. I certainly hope so. And I would not get your confidence up. I will put it that way. Maybe a new weapon will help us here. We're going to go ahead and take the explosive crossbow. We're going to replace our firebrands with it. I just think the firebrands are not doing enough damage, as nice as they are. They're not getting the job done. Cluster grenade. We're going to start working towards that. That sounds like a lot of fun. All right. Explosive crossbow 5+. Bonus damage to a burning target. That is unfortunate. Cannot be interrupted, and the victim's remains explode. Always a lovely time. Hold to recycle. Okay. I see. So it takes a little bit of a wind-up to actually be able to fire. A little scary, but hopefully what we can use in a way to get a kill on the enemy. We're going to kind of need it here on the concierge. God, what do we take? Crow's foot, maybe? Melee? We're not doing that much melee in terms of attacks. We're gonna try the crow's foot. I think slowing the enemy down could be huge. Still no heal. Wow. The game, when it says very hard, it is not pulling any punches, just like at all. Oh, we pretty much have to get through the concierge fight without getting hit. I might be able to get hit once safely. Okay. Alright, I'm just sorry, I'm focusing so intently right now. We're doing good damage here. Alright, phase 2. What's he gonna do? That was very scary for me. Whoa! Okay, we're gonna have to take this very slow. Let our crossbow do the damage. Whoa! Get through. No! Oh, he got me. He got me. I'm sorry. I screwed it up there. I had him, potentially, and I choked. I was focusing so hard. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, consider pressing that like button. I appreciate it greatly. Subscribe if you've not done so already. And I'll be back tomorrow with another attempt at very hard mode. We're getting better. It's getting noticeably better. So I think we'll have a good performance tomorrow, too. I'm excited to get back into it. But for now, that's going to do it. Take care.